From the Opubco studios at Britton and Broadway, this is OU Football with Jake Trotter. I'm Jenny Carlson. Jake, an interesting matchup within this BYU-OU game on Saturday is the BYU offensive line and the OU defensive line. Everybody around here knows how great that OU defensive line is, anchored by Gerald McCoy and a lot of other great players. What about this matchup, though? Is it going to be a great matchup? What does BYU bring to the table?
Well, there's so much focus on Oklahoma's offensive line replacing 3.5 starters, Trent Williams and Brian Simmons being the only guys that come back. But for this game, I look at it the other way. BYU's offensive line was decimated by graduation last year. They only returned one starter. That starter is currently out with a fractured hand, is questionable for Saturday's game. Their projected starting left guard is out with a season-ending injury. And that's bad recipe for OU's defensive line because you're talking about 3 outstanding defensive ends and then an All-American and defensive tackle in Gerald McCoy. It could be a really long day for quarterback Max Hall.
I think you made the point today, actually, that OU has enough talent and depth on their defensive line to maybe have 2 units to start that could be great, national caliber defensive lines. They could really wear these guys out, couldn't they?
Yeah, and I think the interesting thing about BYU is with the missions, and they have a lot of guys come back you don't really know about, and so it'll be interesting to see what they throw out there. Bronco Mendenhall, the coach for BYU, is still confident in his offensive line, but man, I wouldn't want to be trotting out 4.5, 5 new starters against a defensive line the caliber of Oklahoma's.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. Stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.comm and every day in the Oklahoman.